Hi guys, welcome back. So today we'll learn about a new module, okay, which is a mail module, okay. When you will navigate to a Tbox X engine, you will see one folder mail, okay. So today we'll see how we can configure email, okay, and using that configuration, how we can send the email, how we can read uh, the email content, okay. This module will be useful when suppose if you are performing some execution and after execution if any report is getting generated and you want to trigger the email as soon as the report is generated. So this module will take that result as an attachment and it will trigger automatic email. Okay, so for that what we have to do, we have to configure the email, okay, so that it can send the email to a particular recipient. Okay, so um, in real time, like when we work with any company, mostly we use Outlook, okay, but I don't have Outlook installed in my system, so I will just take a example of a Gmail. Okay, so we'll configure the Gmail and we'll try to send the email and we'll try to read the email content. Okay, and same approach will be for Outlook. Okay, so I will change you what I will, sorry, I will tell you for Outlook what all settings you have to do. Okay, so before connecting to Gmail, okay, so there is one prerequisite. Okay, so this is one URL. Okay, I will mention in the description. Okay, this URL you have to just hit that URL. Okay, and once you hit that URL to use the Gmail, it will ask in place of password, it will ask to use the app password. Okay, the app password will be like 16 digit code. Okay, so this is one link. Okay, this is one link you are seeing, just click on that and it it will ask you to log into that email, okay, your Gmail. Once you log in, it will give one page, it will open one page where it will ask to write a name of that app. Like you can give any name, like you can give Gmail, you can give email, anything. Once you click OK, it will generate a 16 digit code like this. Okay, like this it will generate a 16 digit code that you can use to connect to your Gmail account. Okay, so I have already generated a code. Okay, so let's start with the video. Okay, this is the Gmail which I am going to use. Okay, and I have generated today, you can see I have received email as well, the app password created for this account. Okay, after creating the app password, we have to connect to Gmail. Okay, so we can use this module connect to mail server, okay, to connect to the Gmail. Okay, let me create one test case. Okay, mail email validation. Okay, now let me drag and drop this module. Okay, so this module will ask for few parameters like connection name. You can give any name like con. I have given con as my connection name. You can provide any name, okay, as per your convenience. And mail server, so from where we will get mail server, if you type in Google like what is the server name for Gmail, that will give you a server name, like to um, send any email. Okay, we use some protocols. Okay, so we have like SMTP, that is simple mail transfer protocol. Okay, and we have some other protocols like POP, IMAP. Okay, so To transfer the email, we mostly use the SMTP protocol. So if you search in Google, it will give you the server name as smtp.gmail.com. In case of Outlook, it will be like smtp dot outlook.com. You can search in the Google, it will give you the server name. Okay, if you are working in a company, then you have to check with your support team, IT support team, like for Outlook which server we can use and which port will be enabled for uh, this. By default, for SMTP, like 25 and 587 port will be enabled, that you can check in Google as well. But make sure that ports are enabled in your system, that your IT team will tell you if you are working in any project in some company. Okay, so by default port will be 25 or 587. Okay, so mail server I have provided. Port, as I told, 587 we can use for SMTP. This protocol is used to transfer the email. Okay, just to send the email. And username is my email. Okay, username is my email, so I will use email. And password is the app password, not exact Gmail password. Okay, you can use this, the password, 16 digit password which you have created. Okay, enable security, yes, you keep as it is, as true. And protocol, this protocol I was talking, see here we have three option available: SMTP, POP3 and IMAP. Okay, with SMTP you can send email, with POP3 also you can send email, but port will be different. And IMAP is used to read the email, to access the email. Okay, so I will use SMTP. Okay, now my connection is done with Gmail. Okay, after connection, once connection is established, I want to send the email. Okay, just drag and drop, send email. So send email, same, we need connection name. So already we have created a connection, the first step, so we'll use that. And it's asking from email ID, from which email ID we want to send. We'll use the same email ID. Okay, name, we can give name like data store, any name you can give. Subject, we'll give subject email as test mail. Okay, into to whom we want to send, we will send to this email ID. Okay, same email ID we are sending from same email. Okay, and we want to provide anything in the body, so I have just copied one text from Google. Okay, I will just mention that. So this is the body of my email. Okay, attachment, so we have option to mention attachment as well. So suppose if we want to attach anything, so we'll take some file. Okay, like this is one text file is there, I will just attach this text file. Okay, and just to mention the attachment. Okay, the same name. You can attach multiple files. Okay, we are not going to reply. Okay, and yeah, that's it. We are not keeping anything mail IDs in CC and BCC. If you have a requirement, you can provide a value to this parameters. Okay, so this is enough for to configure and to send the email. Okay, so now we have to uh, execute and check whether this is working or not. My test case is passed, and I think you have noticed we have received one email. Okay, test mail. If I open, you can see the content which I had pasted in the body. Okay, and this is the attachment we have given in the test case. So successfully we have received the email, we have configured and received the email. Okay, now um, we might have requirement like we have received some email and we want to read that. Okay, till now we have just sent the email, and to read the email again, we have to create a connection to read the email, which for which we are going to use the IMAP protocol. Okay, so for IMAP protocol as well, we have different port available. Okay, that you will get in Google. So let me just configure again for reading the email. Okay, so this will be connection name. I will give like con1 and mail server. As I told, we will use IMAP server. So for IMAP server, server name will be same imap.gmail.com, and username will be same. Okay, and password also the same. Okay, and port will be for IMAP, port will be 993. Okay, and the rest is same, keep as true, and protocol just select as IMAP. Let me change the name. Sorry, connection to read email. One second, I just pressed by mistake mm, this snipping. Okay, connection to read email. Okay, and this is the connection to send email. Okay, so my connection is done to read the email. Now what we will do, we will read the email. Okay, to read the email, we'll use this module. Okay, receive mail expert. So we have to provide the same connection name, okay, which we have created, and this is the search criteria. So here you can provide the search criteria to search the read the email. Okay, so from address, for example, I'm giving, I want to read the email received from this email ID, and I will provide one more parameter. Okay, I will provide one more parameter, test email. Okay, subject as test email. Okay, and I have provided two parameter search criteria. The email is should be data store 0786, and subject to pick the email which is having this email address and subject as test mail. Okay, and here we have option as result count. We want to count how many emails are there, so I will just provide some buffer name count. Okay, and inside mail we have to select some attribute, like I want to buffer the body. Okay, I want to buffer the body, so what I will give here, I will select HTML and body content. Okay, body content, and action mode should be buffer. Okay, there are multiple options we have, like if you want to buffer from name, suppose from which name we have got, so we will just give name. Okay, and buffer. Okay, if you want some other fields also, you can select. Okay, And operation also we have, like if you want to delete, if you want to move, if you want to read and read, so whatever uh, options you want, you can select. You can save the attachment as well, and you can save the mail as well. You have to just provide the path. Okay, so I have um, provided this option, like I want to read the body content and the name. Okay, so I will just run this two steps. Okay, reading the email will take some time. Okay, while sending the email will not take much time, but reading email will take time, like it will take more than 2 minutes to read the email. If we have more email, it will take more time. Okay, now the test case is failed, and we have to see why it has got failed. Let me just check it, why it has got failed. Verification has failed. Expected. Okay, okay. I have done some mistake here. I think I didn't change to input. It's verify. Okay, let me change to input. Sorry, we have changed to buffer. Okay, and then let's run the step. So test case showing as passed. Let's see. Connection is success, and result we have to check. We have only one email with the criteria which we had provided. The body content has been saved to a buffer in body content. So this was the body content which we had in email, and from name, the name has been set to data store because we had sent the mail with name as data store. Okay, and this is the content which was available in the email. Okay, so sometimes what will happen, if you receive some email and there are some text, if you want to buffer, like order, if you want order id from content, so we can easily do it. Now what we have to do, we have already buffered in body content, so what we will do, we will use one tbox set buffer. Okay, tbox set buffer we will use, and we have already content available in body content buffer, so we will use body content buffer, and in that content, okay, in that content we have order id saved. Okay, we want to store the order id. What we will do here, we will give just star, and we'll give star. Okay, sorry, star, and we will just save, sorry, we will just capture order id. Okay, we'll capture order id and we'll keep as verify. Okay, so let me just run this and check. Okay, now test case is showing as passed. Let's check in buffer viewer. Okay, order id is already buffered. Okay, 10445, that was our order id. Okay, 10445. Okay, and there might be a chance like you will be having multiple emails. Okay, now I have sent one email. Okay, now what I will do, I will just send one more email with the same email id. Only what I will do, I will change the order id. Okay, I will change the order id and I will send email. Okay, so just let's check. We have received two emails with the same email id, same subject. Okay, and let me trigger one more time with the same mail id, only with different order id. Okay, So we'll be having three emails with the same subject and same email IDs. Okay. Okay. Now here we have three mail IDs. Okay. I want to read the latest one. Okay. I want to read the latest one. So how we can do that? If you come to the receive mail expert and if you let me close this. Okay. If you go to the search criteria, okay, and we have already not search criteria, we have already stored the count. Okay, so here we have option to select which number of email, like if you want to read the latest email, if you want to read the first email or second email, so you can provide with the dollar. Okay, suppose if I want to read the latest email, so we have to select this last, which is the last email we have sent. Okay, if you select $1 means it will read the first email. Okay, this email. If you give last means it will read the latest. If you want to read the second means you have to give $2. Okay, so now I have mentioned last means it should read this email. Okay, so with the same email IDs we have subject. Only change will be like 10447 should be stored in the order ID buffer. Okay, so let 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 me run the same the last three steps. Okay, so test case is showing as passed. Okay, and see, buffer with name count has been set to 3. So there are total 3 emails which we have, okay, with the same content, and you can see the order ID is the 10447, which is the latest email 10447, and the same should get stored in the order ID order ID buffer. Okay, order ID 10447. Okay, same way if you want to read the second email, you can put $2. Okay, and if you want to um, validate, okay, instead of buffer, if you want to validate from which email address it has come, which subject it has come, then you can use the search criteria, sorry, you can use this result one. Okay, we have multiple attributes. Okay, you can select. Okay, you can select. Now I have only used body to buffer the content, but there are multiple option. It is there like subject cc to body to time or from date time attachment name. So all these options you can use based on your requirement. Okay, okay, that's all for this session. Okay, and yeah, one more thing, like I was talking about um, the outlook, as most of the companies will use outlook. Okay, so in outlook you will mention the same username will whatever username you have, outlook username, and password also you will use your own outlook password. Okay, port, mm, the main thing is like server name and the port. Okay, the port which we are going to use, that should be enabled for your system, that you can check with your IT support team. Otherwise rest detail approach everything is same for all the emails. Okay,